This is WPTV.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of WP Sports Test here on WPTV. I'm your host, Samory Rose, and as the desk entered the madness of March, we have Justis Gregg here with the NBA, Joe Paolantonio with WP Men's Basketball, and Anthony Walker with WP Women's Basketball. Anthony, let's start with you first. What's going on with the women?
Well, Samory, the Pioneers finished their season with a pair of losses. They finished the season 2-6 overall, but they are still in the playoffs, so we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the two games that they lost over the weekend. We'll talk about their biggest X factor heading into the playoffs, and we'll preview the game against NJCU and the biggest weakness that the women's team has to expose to get a W this Friday.
This it's going to be fun to see what the Pioneers do.
It is. It's very exciting.
Hey, Joe, let's keep the momentum because the men are also in the NJAC Tournament. So what do we have on the men's side?
We got quite a slate here for men's basketball. So they're coming off a game against Rutgers Camden. We're going to talk about that, give our analysis, and then we're going to look forward to the playoffs because the playoffs are here. Pioneers got to get a win. We're going to talk about who's got to step up, which player. We're going to talk about how they're going to do it, strategy, player, and then, of course, if they get the win against Montclair State, does that solidify William Patterson University as an NJAC superpower, as you would? We'll discuss.
It's going to be fun to see. Hey, look, gentlemen, this is something I just noticed. All three of our blocks are on the hardwood. So, Justis, what's going on in the NBA?
Well, some more in the NBA. We're finally at the All-Star break, and LeBron and KD selected their All-Star teams last night. So we're going to compare those, see who has the advantage. We're also going to talk about which team is most likely to go on a run the second half of the season. Zach LaVine has been suffering enough in Chicago. Hopefully he gets traded at the trade deadline. So we're going to talk about potential destinations for him. And Donovan Mitchell was ejected on Wednesday night game against the 76ers. So we're going to talk about the recent controversies with the NBA referees.
Yeah, the referees have been dictating a lot of NBA games this season. So it's going to be fun to see what the guys at the NBA crew have for us. But we're about to head down to the Rec Center yet again to break down all the action with the women Pioneers. Stay tuned here on WPTV.